Greetings from an undisclosed location in the United States. I'm currently on vacation with my family and wanted to share a very special video with you all today, which is actually what I would consider my worst idea for a Guanacaste real estate video ever. If you followed my channel, you know that I love walking backwards from properties down to the beach as sort of a way to give a tour where I'm facing the camera, but we're also walking down to the ocean. A couple weeks ago, I had the absolutely bright idea to start that same kind of video tour down at the beach so as to get the more interesting visuals surrounding, and captivate the viewer from the start, and then walk up to a home from there backwards as always to give that kind of tour. So anyway, I had this bright idea to walk from the beach to a home called Via Vida, which is an amazing listing that's only about a 7-minute walk to the beach. I decided to do this backwards as always, but what I really didn't think about is that walking backwards from the beach uphill to a home that's about 7 minutes away while narrating a video is an extremely exhausting process. And by the end of this single take, I end up sweaty, out of breath, and absolutely nowhere near presentable enough to actually do sort of a walkthrough tour video of a home. So first of all, I want to mention that Via Vida is listed for $285,000, and even though you're walking backwards, it would only take about 7 minutes to get down to Playa Junquillal. It's an amazing listing, and if you want to know more about that, you can email me at matt@costaricamatt.com. And second of all, I want to share this single take with all of you so that you can see just what a disaster this turned out to be, how sweaty I end up, and enjoy one of my sort of most poorly planned ever Guanacaste real estate videos. Check it out. So let's take a single shot stroll up to Via Vida here through the heart of Playa Junquillal. And of course, to be polite to my audience and not turn my back, I'll try and do as much of this walk backwards as possible so that we can have a conversation as we head up to the property. Playa Junquillal is a notably quiet community here. As I mentioned, we just had a huge change to our real estate market. You'll notice as we walk through town that there are no mega hotels. We in fact only have a few boutique hotels like Tide's Oceanfront Resort down there on the park, Guacamaya Lodge, Mundo Milo, Hotel Tatanka. They're all hotels with about a dozen, maybe 15 rooms. We also do have a number of condo projects that have been built here. But overall, you can see that it's not really a busy community, which enables me to walk down a public road here in the middle of the day in June. Hopefully, we won't end up sweating too much here as we get up the hill. I'm just realizing how long we have to go. Anyhow, Via Vida, as I mentioned, is only located a couple blocks from the beach. And for those who are looking to get that really quiet walk to the beach existence, Playa Junquillal is perfect. People who come here or rent properties tend to return year after year because it's so pleasant to come somewhere and be able to enjoy that really authentic Guanacaste beach experience. Via Villa sits on a titled property that's outside of the maritime zone. If you were closer to the beach, you might be only dealing with one of those concession properties. And it's located just up the block here, where we'll take a quick break and explain a little bit what's going on at this corner. Up the road in this direction, you've got the Guacamaya Lodge. Down here, you have Hotel Tatanka, the pizzeria, and you've got that gorgeous community park area out in that direction. Hello, buenas. Let's continue. Our commitment to single shot photography is absolute here, folks. Even when the mic comes off the little sticky thing and you have to improvise. So, Why has this area's real estate market just radically changed? Well, if you followed Guanacaste real estate, you've seen that water is an absolutely critical issue. Until recently, this area had unlimited water service, meaning anybody who wanted to build a new home, get construction permitted, was able to get that water availability letter. Only recently, about 3 weeks ago, National Water Ministry intervened and basically came in with an injunction with the community water supplier. They are no longer allowing new service letters, meaning anyone who doesn't have existing water service or a commitment for existing water service can't get that water availability letter that's needed to permit a home. So, again, if you're looking for a quiet community, there's a good chance that the development here will definitely have a break and that you won't see immediate massive construction in this area thanks to that lack of water availability. Eso, ¿cómo está? Aquí sudado. We're almost there, folks. I bet it's been about 6 or 7 minutes since we left the beach. And trust me, it would be a lot easier to walk if you weren't doing it backwards and narrating a real estate video at the same time. We're coming up here to one of the boutique hotels I mentioned, Guacamaya Lodge. They have an awesome restaurant, Mundo Milo just a block over, and Tatanka does as well. So really, the neighborhood has a great number of places as you can go out for dinner and enjoy a nice meal. Whew. We are getting there, folks. And at this juncture, I'll talk a little bit more about the property. It sits on a, I believe, 400 square meter lot or thereabouts. The home has a gorgeous terrace on the second story looking out to the forest. Because it has a pool, because it's got that gorgeous jungle surrounding, you get a lot of renters who are interested in it and clicking on Airbnb. Woo! I'm gonna have to stop talking here and we'll just keep walking pleasantly. I might have to stop at the Guacamaya and get a drink. Note to self, earlier in the morning. So we're only a few blocks from the beach now. We're closing in on Via Vida and hopefully some refreshment as well. If you want to know more about the property, you can send me an email to matt@costaricamat.com. Again, this is Via Vida, $285,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, with a pool here in Playa Junquillal. And I was hoping that we were almost there. Whew. Anyway, you also have a tennis court here at the Guacamaya Lodge. And anyway, I'll let the cameraman show you where Via Vida is just up the road.